Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Forrester, Hope reminds Thomas how good they were together. That's what makes it so delicate to understand him asking Paris to marry him. Thomas reminds her she said no doubly, "You have to know what that did to me." Hope cries out her regrets. Thomas says he'd to move on. Hope asks, "So soon? With Paris Buckingham? Duet marry her." In the design office, Paris knows Ridge and Steffy must be shocked about the engagement. This isn't the way they wanted to break the news. Ridge assures her they re-agitated. But his son went to France to recover and direct his life. Paris says his time down has changed him. Hope is his history and she's his future. She's confident in Thomas' commitment to her. Steffy sighs, "I hope you rewrite." At Il Giardino, Tom thinks about Deacon telling him Bill is Luna's father and about discovering water on Poppy. He shakes his head, looks around, and also searches for Bill Spencer's address on a tablet. After he writes it down, Cleric appears to talk about him playing guitar and asks if he has stage fright. Tom can't thank him enough. Cleric crows that the Tom Storis comeback show is good hype. Tom's not sure how numerous of his old suckers will come out of the woodwork, but back in the day it was a blast. Deacon walks off again, and Tom pulls out the hanky with Bill's address on it. At Bill's place, Poppy enters the room as Luna tells her that Bill has checked in 3 times formerly moment. This is a whole new world for them. At Il Giardino, Tom is still studying his hanky when Sheila walks up. They've a discussion about everyone earning alternate chances. She recaps that she's made miscalculations in her history, but who hasn't? What she does know is that they all able of change. Tom agrees. Ivy led numerous lives over the times. Sheila recalls that he saved her life. She'll be ever thankful. She chooses to see him as he's now, not as the other person he hints at. She hopes he'll do the same for her. Cleric reappears and says the sire is ready for tonight. Tom sensations that he's gearing up for his first show in times after being on the thoroughfares. Cleric can't help him enough for saving Sheila's life. Tom says he's saving his, in more ways that he knows. In the main office, Hope recaps that refusing his offer wasn't about how important she loved him. Thomas aloud. If he kept proposing, she'd ultimately say yes, but she didn't, so he'd to go. Hope gulps that she wishes he had and everything could be different now. What she doesn't understand is the complete 180 his life has taken, engaged to Paris with Douglas calling her mama. How does that be? It's too fast and you know it. In the design office, Paris brings up the horrible effects her pater. Did Ridge and Steffy assure her they don't hold that against her, or Zoe, who got caught up in it? Paris reflects that she loved someone who could commit and swore she'd cover her heart at all costs, but I didn't need to worry. Thomas was there guarding it for me. Ridge expresses concern. Paris vows that Thomas opened up to her and can now see a future where he can be happy with someone other than Hope. She trusts him indeed around Hope. In the main office, Thomas prodigies if Hope thinks he proposed to Paris on the answer. Hope chuckles, "You tell me, given that you proposed to me not too long ago." Thomas explains how he reconnected with Paris in France. He's not getting any youngish. He wants another child. "I want a family." Hope asks, "With Paris? So she's your future now?" Thomas saw how his family moved on from the poisonous relationship with Liam. Now she's happy. "Don't you want that for me?" He wouldn't have proposed to Paris if he did, and suppose they could make a go of it. "Paris is who I am going to spend the rest of my life with. She's going to be my woman." At Bill's place, Luna and Poppy recap how effects have worked out. Luna gets a call from RJ and leaves the room. The doorbell rings. Poppy opens the door to Tom, who says, "Pizza delivery, Poppy." Poppy hisses, "Tom? What are you doing then?" Tom tells Poppy that when he saw her at Il Giardino, he allowed. He should stop by. He got the address from the delivery system. Nice lodgings. Poppy tells him he needs to leave. Tom warns, "Don't play games with me, Poppy." Poppy doesn't know what he's talking about. Tom thinks she knows exactly what he's talking about. Poppy threatens to call security. Tom says he just brought her a pizza. Poppy snaps, "A pizza I didn't order." Tom insists he's coming in peace. He hasn't forgotten her, and he knows she hasn't forgotten him. Poppy tells him he needs to leave now. Suddenly, Luna appears. Poppy says the man was just delivering pizza. Tom scuttles off. At Il Giardino, Cleric prodigies to Sheila why Tom isn't back to do a sound check. When he set about, Tom used to be in a band, he allowed. It would be good buzz for the place. He recaps that if it weren't for Tom, he wouldn't have set up her. Sheila muses that there's still so much they don't know about the man. Deacon asks, "You suppose Tom has secrets?" Sheila replies, "Doesn't everyone in the design office?" Paris tells Ridge and Steffy that she and Thomas are on the same runner. "We want a family." She knows it's a big step, especially when there's a little boy to consider, but she plans to make the Forrester family proud. Steffy says Hope put Thomas through hell. "I am really thankful you re in his life now." In the main office, Thomas tells Hope as much as Douglas loves her, he loves Paris too. They recreating their own little family. Soon, they'll be married and it'll be sanctioned. Hope decides she'll have to accept his decision. "Please no, Thomas, I'll always want what's stylish for you. Despite all that's happened between us, I'll always love you." Steffy looks in the door as Hope kisses him. She ducks back out and also Thomas leaves. Hope sighs. Steffy comes back by and asks if she really allowed. That kiss was each it would take for her family to come running back to her. She informs her she needs to admire Thomas' decision. He proposed to her doubly and she turned him down. "So don't indeed suppose about hurting or cheating my family again." Tom walked down and gazed out into the eatery, where he formerly again locked eyes with Poppy. Will Thomas ask at Hope and Finn in an intimate moment, maybe another bone? Of those sensuous hand massages? Finn doesn't feel to mind giving Hope what he considers to be medical TLC, but Thomas knows how Hope's mind works. Still, it'll be her former nut, if anyone figures out what's going on in Hope's head. Thomas is fiercely pious to Steffy, how far would he go to save her marriage? Thomas could suppose it's his fraternal duty to come between Finn and Hope. But at what cost to his engagement? Tell us BNB suckers, do you suppose that Thomas will catch on to what's going on in Hope's mind, and if so, how far would he go to save Steffy's marriage?